Hello, football fans. Welcome to World Cup previews and predictions. If you've not been following up the World Cup, remember World Cup is being held and it's ongoing right now. It is being held in Qatar, and there are 32 teams that are participating in the World Cup in 8 groups, as you can see from above here. As you can see, there are 32 teams in 8 groups, each group having 4 teams. I'll just show you what the groups are like. So in Group A, we have Qatar, who are the host, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. Group B, we have England, Iran, USA, and Wales. Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Group D, we have France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. Group E, we have Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Group F, we have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Group H, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Of course, if you look at the groups, Africa is represented here with Senegal in Group A. There's also Tunisia in Group D. We also have Morocco in Group F. Then we have Cameroon in Group G, and we have Ghana in Group H. Now, the way the games are played is that these teams will each play 3 games in the group stages, and for each win, it's 3 points. For a loss, it's 0 points. For a draw, is 1 point. Total games to be played are 3 games, and only 2 will proceed to the next stage, which is the round of 16. Round of 16 meaning 32 out of the 32, the last 2 teams in each group will drop. That is 16 teams dropping, and then 16 teams proceeding to the next stage. And the next stage will now be 2 teams paired, meaning we'll have only a total of 8 games played. And then from there, also 4 teams drops and 4 teams proceeds like that to the quarterfinal, then to the semi-final, and then final. We have only 2 games, so you can actually see it in terms of 2 ways. There's the part one, which team will go up to the final, and then the bottom team, the part two, which team will go into the final. So with that, I can take you through the group stages. So far in Group A, we have, in the games that have been played, as you can see, we have Netherlands leading the group. But basically, that's how the group standing is. Only 1 game, 2 games played, of course. Netherlands have won 1 and drew 1. So basically, that is how the standing as at now for Group A is. For Group B, this is the standing as it is. England, Iran, England having 4 points. They're only remaining with 1 game, meaning if they get a draw, possibly with 5 points, they could go through. I'm not so sure, but that is the way it is. And then Saudi Arabia in Group C, Poland, Mexico, Argentina. I fancy Argentina, of course, to come back and fight hard for them to go through to the last 16. So Group D, France, Australia, Tunisia. That is the standing as it is right now. Of course, I fancy France and probably Denmark to go through against all the odds. And then in Group E, we have Spain, Japan, Germany, Costa Rica. I fancy Spain and Germany to go through. In Group F, you have Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, Canada. Belgium and Croatia to go through for me. Group G, Brazil and Serbia are likely to go through. And then in the last group, Portugal and Uruguay are likely to go through. So with all this, these are how the group stages are. This is the current standing given the games that have been played. Most of them have only played 1 game, but with only a few, I think 2 or 3 clubs that have only played, 2 or 4 clubs have played 4 games so far. No, I mean, I've played 2 games each, but majority have played their first game. Yeah. So if you were to ask me in terms of the games which team is going to go through, this is what I would choose for my for my prediction. I would predict in all the groups, of course. This is what my prediction would be. Highlighted teams here would be the ones that I've chosen to go through to the next 16. Of course, it's there's a bias of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, you know, Iran not making it to the last 16. They might make it to the last 16. These are my predictions. You also have your predictions. So for me, these are the teams that I fancy to go through to the next stage, to the last 16. So with that going with that in mind, so I will show you again which team do I fancy to go through to the last 16. So the top half that I was telling you, given the teams that I've selected there, then we have now Netherlands playing United States, Argentina playing Denmark, Spain playing Croatia, Brazil playing Uruguay. I fancy Netherlands to beat United States and then meet Argentina, who would have beaten Denmark in the quarterfinal. Same here, I'll fancy Spain to beat Croatia and Brazil to beat Uruguay so that they meet. You remember these meetings between who leads the table and who is in number two. So that is what happens. Maybe in further analysis, I would give you how they are selected. But this is the fancy how I fancy them to meet in the round of 16, which is very good games as you can see. Then after this, I fancy Argentina to beat Netherlands. I go to the semi-final, and Brazil to see off Spain and go to the semi-final. So on the other half, England is likely to meet Senegal, and France to meet Mexico, Belgium to meet Germany, and Portugal to meet Serbia. I fancy probably England to slightly edge Senegal, and France to edge Mexico, so it will be France versus England. And on the other side, Germany to edge Belgium. It could go the other way around. And then Portugal to beat Serbia, so it will be Germany versus Portugal, which I fancy Germany to go through, and also France to beat England. So semi-final would have France playing Germany. And now in the semi-final, the two games, I would fancy Brazil to edge their South American counterparts, Argentina, and meet France, who would have beaten probably Germany in the semi-final also to meet in the final, of which for me, my prediction is with France missing Golo Kante, the likes of Pogba and Benzema. I fancy Brazil to be able to beat them. Brazil have very good depth. The attacking is fluid, and also the midfield is with Casemiro orchestrating everything there. It's superb to watch. And I also believe that the experience that they have in the squad is so good that they will be able to beat a France team and carry the day. So my prediction is that Brazil will win the World Cup. Now, if you don't know when these games are being played, here is a small help for you. These are the plays in the round 16 is being played between 3rd and 7th of December. All the 8 games, as you can see, you can match 1 to match 8. They will be played within uh, between 3rd and 7th, with quarterfinals coming between 9th after today's break, between 9th and 11th, and then uh, semi-final first game 14th of December, second game on 15th of December, and then third place playoff, which as per our prediction will be Germany versus Argentina. I fancy Argentina to beat Germany. So then their games will that third of playoff will be on 17th. That will be on a Saturday, and then the final to be played on 18th, which will be on a Sunday, 18th of December. So that is my prediction. Of course, it can change depending on how it goes. That is just simply my prediction. You can also have your own predictions. Remember to also, if you are betting, to bet responsibly. Now, please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, because we are going to give going forward, we're going to give daily predictions, not really daily, but 3 days of prediction of the games as they go on, so that if you are a betting person, you can probably use that to help you in where do you bet. But they might not be as I have predicted that way. My prediction might change depending on how the groups come out and also the motivation between the teams to play. But that is my overall prediction that I have done, that predicting Brazil to win the World Cup. So if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, follow us, notification, share with friends, and enjoy the World Cup. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the World Cup. It's World Cup time. Be easy, enjoy the World Cup, enjoy the games, whether you support which team. And of course, we have many content that you can look into. If you're a Man United fan, there's a video here that talks about Man United sell and potential buyers, and also which club Cristiano Ronaldo will be going to next. If you fancy that, have a look at it. Leave us your comment. Also, in this video, leave us your comment on whom you think will win the World Cup. Thank you very much for watching.